former Volunteer back in Tennessee. It's Alvin Kamara. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. This defense for the Titans, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Kevin Byard, the Middle Tennessee Blue Raider, gets the sack. Oh, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Titans are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
Henry again on second down. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
And Derrick Henry with the ball in his hands, what a sight to behold because power and speed involved in every touch for him. Coming off another spectacular season with the Titans, it became the first since LaDainian Tomlinson in 2006 and 2007 to win 2 straight rushing titles, and he did it with style too. Just the 8th man to top 2,000 yards and the first since Adrian Peterson in 2012. He has his sights set on another 2,000-yard season.
They go play action. Fitzpatrick rolling to his right. This is caught. It's Brown. Touchdown. A.J. Brown. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans have taken a first-quarter lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because, to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Play action now. Winston. Toward the side. Low down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Jameis to throw it. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. The completion there for Winston. And Jameis, of course, kind of such a boom or bust proposition at the quarterback position. He can light you up or he can give games away. So defensively, what's the mindset with a quarterback like that?
For me, it's playing more coverage than it is blitzing him, because I think that he has so much confidence in his arm. He may take an extra chance or two, and if you have enough guys downfield, you get those tip balls, or you're able to make a play on the football at the point where the ball gets to the receiver, then you've got a chance to make some good plays against Jameis.
They'll throw again. Winston. And that will be incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. And this will be a long field goal if the skies were clear. But here in the rain and the elements, they'll go for it on 4th. Winston. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Kamara gets it again on 2nd down. And some space here. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Well, they've done a pretty good job keeping him in check to that point, but he finally breaks off a nice run here and gets into the end zone.
And it just takes one, doesn't it, partner? That can undo a lot of good work that a defense has done to that point. You break off one right there, and everything suddenly looks bad for you.
And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And no return here for Evans as they will bring this out to the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Fitzpatrick on first down. Got this complete to Racey McMath. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. A big play that time for the Titans.
As a general manager, you're counting on your first and second round draft picks to have a big-time impact on your team. But where you make your bones, rounds 3 through 7. If you can find a few diamonds in the rough there, develop them, then you've got something going, and we're seeing one right here.
Yeah, plays like that lead me to believe that they found a diamond in the rough. Play fake. It's Fitzpatrick. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a handoff to Henry. First down and much more for Henry. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. 51 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. A tight one. 8-7 our score after 1 on EA Sports. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Check, check, lucky. Hey, color. Check 26. Check 13.
Henry. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. So can this New Orleans defense stand tall again? 3rd and goal.
Switch. No.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans are going to retake the lead. Now the Titans leaving the offense out there. They'll go for 2.
Check. 52, 56.
They'll try and run it in with Henry. And he will find the end zone here. And the lead moves up to 7. And so they run it in on the 2-point try. And it's so often, Charles, we talk about from the offense's perspective what you do on the 2-point conversion. How about the defense? How do they play run versus pass?
It's really difficult for them because I think most teams want to play for the pass. That's what they see most teams do. And so are you able to mass enough people inside if the team decides to run it? Very difficult. I think what you're seeing a lot more now, people blitzing the 2-point conversion. They want you to make a quick decision and make it right now.
There, the offense wins the battle for 2. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They'll be looking for the tying score here, down 15-8 as they have it 1st and 10. And now the throw hauled in by Green. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Winston to give, it's Kamara. Kamara's got the first down and then some. And finally out of bounds just inside the 10. A big play there out of Kamara. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Play fake. Winston. They'll get this out to Gurley. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. Gurley. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Todd Gurley, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Will Lutz on for the point after. He's got it, and we're all tied at 15.
That ties the game, 15-all. Will Lutz to kick off.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And no return here for Evans as they will bring this out to the 25. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of a defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
26 Mike.
Running from the gun with Henry. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Third and short yardage. Fitzpatrick. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Titans. Racey McMath with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Titans are going to take the lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
They'll try and run it in with Henry. And he'll be stopped shy of the goal line here. So the lead will remain at 6 points. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Callaway, the return man. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
pleasure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Off the play fake, Winston. He gets it to Gurley, complete. And he's taken down inside the 30.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
Winston's throw taken in by Green here. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Winston. Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints, if they convert the extra point, they'll have the lead. Lutz with the extra point. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25.
26 mark, 26 mark. Rip right. 26 mark. Check.
Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick. Escaping the pressure right. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
What a savvy read by the running back. He saw his quarterback was out of the pocket in a little bit of trouble. He just broke off his route and took off deep downfield. Thought for a second there they had him, but they were unable to connect for a big play.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
26 mark. Here we go, that's brilliant.
Fitzpatrick to throw it. This one is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. First down, Winston. Flush to his right. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. He is tough to bring down, Jameis Winston. Charles, I remember calling a baseball game of his. He played baseball at Florida State, too, and you saw his legs, tree trunks sprayed in to those baseball pants. I said, how could anybody bring this guy down?
And that's part of the beauty of his game because he has that toughness, that thick body.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara, his second touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Saints add on to their lead. Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead is up to 8.
Next to score, Saints 29, Titans 21. Will Lutz to kick off for the Oilers.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Play action now. Fitzpatrick. He completes it to Julio Jones. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Henry out of the pistol. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and 9. Now Fitzpatrick. Got a man. It's Brown. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
Mike, fine, twice a hard. Here we go, here we go. Hey. Check 48's the mic. Check 48's the mic. Watch Jim, go Jim. 48 the mic. Yo, kill! Get that quarterback.
A first down throw for Fitzpatrick. Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Fitzpatrick letting one go deep for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Check, check, check. Regular. 48,
To the air again, Fitzpatrick. Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Now that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
Now a timeout coming here defensively. As on 4th down, may as well make him punt it. Here's Bullock now for the Titan field goal. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. Bullock's kick is good. And that'll get the lead down to 5. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he watched that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. Looking long for Thomas. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game. 3
yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Henry. First down and much more for Henry. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. 85 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
Yeah, nobody leaked. Big play. Being chased out left. And he'll just get rid of it. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Fitzpatrick. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Fitzpatrick now. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Saints will take over possession here up at the 44. first possession in the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. They go play action. Winston. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
2nd down, and it's Kamara again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. On 3rd down, Winston. And Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And the Titans force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 10-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Watch the eye. Undercrust. Strong.
2nd down, they go again with Henry. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Regular. Kill. Check 40. Check 48's the mic. We all regular. We all live.
Fitzpatrick from the gun on 3rd down. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that's going to make it 4th down. Here's Brett Kern now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
Their own 32-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
And this will wind up a Saints first down as good running gets him to about the 44. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. This pass into the hands of the running back, Todd Gurley. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover it before he gets going.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Winston now. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. So now after the sack, Winston and the Saints needing to figure out what to do. Tough play, 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Green with a catch left side. And he gets this only to the 41, not near enough for the first. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. Now Winston. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
This game has been a lesson, a clinic in how to throw the football. I mean, even with a big lead, they're not turning off the engine. They're not getting off the gas at all. They plan to keep going at them, and it's working for them.
A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. 145 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Kamara gets it again on 2nd down. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Todd Gurley, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Pulls it in at the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. That catch good for only a couple. 2nd and 8. Here's Fitzpatrick. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Titans on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing Fitzpatrick. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated.
Let's get off the field, dude. There you go. Get down, get down, get down. Hey, we gonna make the 48 right now. Let's go. Watch the twist, watch the twist. 48, come on. 48.
Desperation time. Fitzpatrick on 4th down. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Fitzpatrick. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
First throw now for the backup Bortles. They set up the screen for Henry. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Now Bortles again. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And the Saints will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
The former Steeler Bud Dupree in on the tackle.
At the 46-yard line.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Winston. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. The Saints on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Winston. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free. Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. This will go to Henry out wide. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll bring up 2nd down. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Fitzpatrick. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 30, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. Look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Throwing, Winston. Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. Lutz with the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And no return here for Evans as they will bring this out to the 25. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. On 2nd and 11 now. Fitzpatrick. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 36. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Flush to his right. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is...
Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara from 17 yards out. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now here's Winston as his guys will line up and go for the 2-point conversion. They'll try and run it with Gurley. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Now on the return here, we've got an injured player down there. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Saints. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. Boy, 184 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. 4 yards remain for second down.
Let's go, D. Check 24. Check 24.
Again, it's Kamara. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
Ready. Black 22. 30. What we got? Check 37.
On third down, here's Kamara. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for New Orleans, it's an important win for their postseason hopes as they at least get back to 4-5. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Philly to take on the Eagles. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, add another loss to the pile as they drop to 2-8 now on the year. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Houston Texans. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our